All for the same old tricks like the New York Knicks who want ball on the Heat.
Favorite song. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. I love chicken nuggets. It's true.
What, you don't like chicken nuggets? This is what we're doing.
We don't
Yeah, look up the video. This is what we're doing. Look up our video.
Yo, what's going on, AWG family? Back at it again with another reaction video. This time we're going to be reacting to
Corey Holcomb. I don't know his name, I'm not gonna lie. So this is apparently a comedian who has been saying some crazy things over the years. And basically they just put a whole bunch of clips of him saying some weird stuff, and I kicked the table. And they're calling him a PDF file. So we're gonna watch this video. It's by Flacco. If y'all know him, he's a pretty predominant person that makes like videos on just news and drama and things that happens. And he made a video on this guy basically saying like, hey, he's been saying some weird stuff, he's been saying some pedophile stuff, he needs to stop saying this stuff. And he went back on his podcast because Corey has a podcast with a few, I don't know if it's other comedians, but he has a podcast with some other people. And he basically responded to him. So we're going to watch this video.
All right, bet.
That Corey Holcomb was dissing me on his podcast and making veiled threats.
Why y'all people who don't know what's happening talking? All right. You're going to have to prove it. It's some dude, push up in you faggo.
Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some money.
I don't know what that joke means.
Whoa, this is his name. See, look. It's a play on words.
Oh, I don't get it. So I guess the play didn't work.
Corey Holcomb doesn't like you. He's going to lie about you or allude to you being homosexual.
He got a page. Push up in you faggo. You'll see. You can't call black men.
What?
I am so against. I don't care what happens to a.
I don't like when people say that. You can't call a black man. You can't call me. You can't. I can call you whatever I want to call you.
If you want to be equal,
Yeah.
you can be called whatever everybody else can be called. That's
What are you
simple.
talking about? You haven't heard.
But I know that you guys are riding the wave to call me a because y'all trying to get me assassinated. Because what good is a in any society? What is a
Local tax experts are here.
Please.
Now you can meet with a TurboTax expert in your community.
in any society?
I guess the you will see is him trying to send this veiled threat of he's going to sue me. If he knew anything about me, Corey Holcomb would know I've been sued over a dozen times by other YouTubers. I have flawless victory. I've never lost a lawsuit, and I've been sued over a dozen times, okay? Like, that should tell you everything you need to know about me, that a lawsuit to me is just another thing I have to deal with. I don't care. Now, choosing to spend your time responding back to these accusations by calling me names is definitely a choice, but I don't know if it's the right choice. If I was you, I would have used my time explaining exactly what the thoughts you had in your head about the minor stepdaughter that you allowed to get under the cover while you had no clothes on.
Whoa.
What exactly the thoughts you had about her that you couldn't express out loud?
Real, one day I was living with this.
Whoa.
Cooking stuff.
Whoa.
What he's about to say is very crazy. And what he's about to say
Whoa.
is...
Just whoa.
I want to ask you a question, but I don't even want to ask the question because I know the answer.
Whoa.
But let's say a family member of yours walks into your room. You have no clothes on. You're in the bed, free balling.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to get in the bed with you. What
Gang.
are
Gang. Gang, no.
you doing?
About, hey, boom. Gang.
I'm like, hey, get out before you even open the door. But
Lady, and her daughters crawled in the bed and I ain't have on shit.
Yeah.
I was up under the cover.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit. And one of her daughters was like,
rest in peace.
her daughter was, she was in high school. I think she was 15. Still not legal. You just can't tell your truth.
Huh? Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. Why are you even Still not
Gang.
legal? Legal for what?
Gang, you shouldn't even be worried
This
about
is a
that.
family member. Or
Gang,
some
you
type
shouldn't
of
even be worried
family.
about. Gang, you should be like, oh yeah, like
He didn't say,
dude.
"Oh, I told her to get out." He said, "Oh."
He said, oh, I told her. He should have been like, oh yeah, I told her to get out. You know, that's inappropriate. Whatever the case may be. Bro said, yeah, she's still not legal. That's
not what he said. Wait till you
Thoughts.
Or maybe try to articulate if
Illegal. You just can't tell your true thoughts.
or maybe try to
What you mean by that?
Exactly. Exactly.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
So
Wait, that's it. He said that. The guy that.
the dude that you just saw that was talking about him calling push O Fago, he said that on a podcast. Yeah, it gets worse.
articulate if you are not a pedo, how or why these words would have left your lips in the first place?
All of you are kids.
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best foot. I'm saying, all of you are kids.
Yeah, she has a documentary.
Kid pussy, that's the best foot. I'm saying.
Was that a slip of the tongue? Was that what you thought a joke was?
Yeah, he had all these clips.
Or maybe try to
all of these
explain
clips were in the
exactly
first
what you meant
And he
when
decided
you
to-
confessed to having a good time and taking advantage of the laws in Iceland that allowed grown men to sleep with very young women. Or what exactly you meant when you said you had a good time in Iceland?
You go to other countries, I'm just saying, in America, most people only know what they know in America, but I've been to other countries, and in Iceland, I think the legal age to get with a girl is 13 years old.
Why are you saying that?
There's too many videos, bro.
Like. Is he just trying to make this his brand of comedy? I hope that's the only benefit of the doubt I can give him. If he's just trying to make this his brand of comedy.
I don't like the comedy.
I don't like the comedy either. But I
You
hope.
got one kid joke with me. You got one.
You got zero with me.
It depends on the joke.
That's fair.
But one, like, when we were a kid, or like teenagers, you know, remember the if her age is on the clock? that's a
Oh.
not funny.
But most people
know that
only
joke.
say that joke speaking from somebody else's perspective.
Yes.
So they mostly be like, yeah, bro. Bro said if her age is on the clock, that's what happened. It was never like, bro was like, oh yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, if her age is on the clock. You know what I'm saying?
It's not supposed to be funny, but that's funny. So like in middle school and high school, when somebody said that, obviously we're still minors or whatever. It's just a joke. But this dude has said he's talking about actually going to a different country and utilizing the laws as he sees fit. If you get my drift.
I hope he's joking.
Right, it blows people's mind when they hear it. But in Iceland, R. Kelly is not a criminal.
He's trying to get extradited.
He's a normal guy in Iceland. I went to Iceland, and you just can't offer him money and gifts. And I thought that was so unfair that you couldn't give him nothing after you was done with him.
What?
That don't sound like a joke. That don't sound like a joke.
Does it get worse? It was really worse than that.
Nah, I think that was it.
It's too crazy.
I'm not going to Iceland. So I assume you've been to Iceland and you took advantage of the laws. Is that what you're saying?
I had a great time in Iceland.
I don't know, man. If I was you, I would have used that time that you used to call me names. I would have used it to explain exactly why a baby sucking on a bottle makes me think the baby is promiscuous.
I thought it doesn't get worse.
Just play the video.
This past weekend, I saw this little girl. She had a Welch's grape juice bottle in her mouth. And she was about 5. She had the whole bottle, as far as it'll go, just sucking on it, walking with her mama. Somebody said, get that out her mouth. When they took it out her mouth, that baby said, You know when she stopped crying? When a man picked her up and put her in her lap and started bouncing with her. Then she stopped crying and was looking like this. I say, that's a...
I'm from Renewal by Anderson, and we've helped thousands of customers who are on a budget get our windows.
That's crazy.
Why is that your thought process?
That's crazy. That's a crazy thought process.
Why is that your thought
That's
process?
a crazy thought process.
Like, hear me out. I want to say something real quick because it just came upon me, and I feel like the Holy Spirit wants me to say this. This is why you shouldn't watch porn. Porn. You got to cut that. This is why you shouldn't watch porn. Because what I've learned about watching porn is you begin to sexualize everything. So that's why when a man looks at a woman, they instantly sexualize them because they're either watching porn a lot or having sex a lot or always looking at women in just that nature. So that's why watching porn isn't good in general, but this is another like default side effect of watching it, that you sexualize everything. Why are you looking at a baby thinking about that's gonna be a sexual woman when she grows up? Why is that even your thought process?
Crazy.
That's a little growing right there.
I don't know, man. If those things were too risque to address, I mean, you could have started with maybe the first video that got you in this situation in the first place.
Hey, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grown...
Did you almost say 13? That's a grown woman? Nah, let's run it back.
Hey, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grown... The vagina been on this planet 14 years. I've said this before on the show also. Do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby, that is going to be 16, 17, 18, 19. That is going to be one of the healthiest babies possible.
Hey, that's nasty. Two, that's just a lie, but
That's actually incorrect. I think
completely incorrect.
I think the best age is like 20
peak.
Huh?
20 peak from like
it's like 21 to like
19 to 24.
Yeah, somewhere around there, like the 20. No, maybe 26. I think 26.
I think 20.
Yeah, that's like the
for men,
prime time to have a baby when you're in your peak. You know,
like peak physique, peak mind, peak health,
like your you know, all that type of stuff. That is when it's like your body is ready to have a baby. Everything's fully developed. I don't know what he talking about.
It'll be asking too much for me to ask you to use your time to actually explain why you chose to misrepresent and lie about that stat to fit whatever weird and creepy narrative you wanted to fit. But no, you chose to use your time to call me names, to say I have a BBL, and to talk about me being
Crazy
fat.
word.
Yeah, bro, I'm fat. I know this. But even I felt like the little girls that you were objectifying when you started talking about how
Imagine
thick I am.
someone saying, "Hey, you're a pedophile. Shut up, you're fat." That's what he did. Hey, you're saying very PDF files things. You gotta cut it when I say you're saying very PDF things. Hey, shut up, you're fat. You got a weird name.
You got a long neck.
Said, bruh, like this is really, bruh. You started talking about how thick I am. I said, bruh, like this is really, bruh. You talked about everything but the actual subject at hand, Corey.
Renault says wasn't that many cameras back in them days.
Wasn't that many cameras back in them days.
Renault.
Come
One,
see
yeah.
you. Come see you. These cameras make all these. What's this name? I call them in the booty.
Oh,
This
Bro, you told me don't get
that
words.
bottle.
this
I lied.
is surviving out here based off the safety of cameras. Cause he been talking crazy. I ain't even worried about what he said about me.
The only thing that I agree with him on is that a lot of people do talk a lot of mess behind cameras and don't back it up in real life. That's the only thing he said right. But that does not.
Doesn't change.
He called you in what you said PDF file lick, and you called him fat. That was your response.
This be saying, and when I saw this, I saw this.
No case, nigga.
This nigga got a BBL.
So like, hold on.
It's still funny, but
My thing is, okay, all the people on the show, all the people on the show, are they like okay with him?
they're just. I think he's the host of the show.
So, I mean, I get it.
But
so, like,
still,
if any of them had kids,
yes,
any of them had kids, and he says something about their kid, they just okay with it?
I don't. Obviously not, but they're not talking about their kids.
I ain't never seen this.
You said the nigga got a BBL.
This nigga got a BBL, dog.
Yep.
This thick like a stripper in the South Club in South Carolina.
Flacco's definitely bigger.
Okay.
This got a BBL.
But you
I'm like, what is this talking about? And he got a grandmama face. Yeah. So, Corey, it's over for you. It's over for you. Bitch, you don't know me. You just found out about me. I've been out here. I survived in these streets with no deal.
Flacco from North Dakota didn't tell you that.
Is he?
Yeah, he didn't tell you that. He didn't say that to you.
No, he didn't say where he was from. He just keep my name in his mouth because he trying to get some paper, so he used my name and likeness.
From North Dakota, and he ain't, ain't. Stop it.
Hey,
Stop it.
Out here with a BBL talking crazy to man.
Hey, man,
it's all good, though.
Reacting to you saying some crazy stuff, man.
Man, this nigga got a BBL, dog. Look this up.
Like he can't stop talking about a man, and he got a BBL. Like
Why do you keep saying?
and
He said it like 5 times.
This nigga thick like a like the bitch Lane Branch who wear the medium top but the 4XL bottom.
People come to us and their teeth are so bad that they all need to be extracted. They all need to be taken out.
Show cake out of here. Anyway.
Hey, listen, man, I appreciate the infatuation with how I fill up my jeans, but I don't roll that way, man. You know, I'm not a homosexual. I would appreciate it if you stop observing and objectifying me, man. It feels weird. But, yeah, like, you see how far he went not to address what people tune in for? Like, if you go to the comment section, people are tuning in to hear him talk about these clips and why he says such a thing in the name of quote-unquote jokes when nothing I heard was a joke or nothing I heard was funny. Now, on top of talking about me having a BBL and talking about my body and me being thick and, sending veil threats, Corey Holcomb would also spend his time peddling these weird conspiracies, right? Comparing himself to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. and Michael Jackson and claiming that I and TMZ were trying to get him assassinated.
I don't walk around living in fear, but I fear for my life now because I see what has been said about me, and they are desperate to bring me down because the word has been thrown in the mix. And let me tell you something. This is deep.
I'm not trying to keep pausing, bro. What is you talking about, bro?
I just hear
You brought this in the picture. It's not like someone was like, I don't like him, so call him a PDF out. No, you said some crazy stuff. Like, there's been like 7 clips of you in this video saying some very wild, questionable things.
Great. I'm talking about.
No one's bringing this up for no reason. You did this on yourself.
I'm talking about crazy. Like, not even like crazy.
I don't.
What do you have me now?
Accused of being I have never had charges of being
About to.
This is something that's coming from the mass media, TMZ. Ever since they said what they said, I have been.
Yeah, you don't got no.
They trying to get at me for real. Let me tell you something. What they do, because they did this to Michael Jackson. They did this to Martin Luther King. They did this to Malcolm X. They did this to so many people. When they ready to come get you, they assassinate your character so people don't look at you as a human being. They look at you as a villain. So they are using mass media now to come holler at your boy. This isn't little weak bloggers. Little weak bloggers have been talking crazy about me ever since I've been on air.
This has to be some type of mental illness that I'm not equipped to diagnose. This has narcissism or something, man. We told this man, hey, Corey, can you stop like saying these nasty things about underage people? Now they're trying to kill me. Not trying to kill. Why would they try to kill you? Like, why would the Matrix be after you? Why would you include yourself in the same breath as Michael Jackson or Martin Luther King Jr.? We know why they wanted to take out like Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson owned half of Sony ATV. Like Michael Jackson owned half of the publishing in the music industry that was worth $1 billion. That's why they wanted to get him out. And once they got Michael Jackson out, they bought a catalog that was worth $1 billion. 30 years ago, they bought it for like $600 million. 30 years later. That's why they wanted to take out Michael Jackson. They wanted to take out MLK because MLK.
One thing real quick. Everybody talk about how much money people spend now, how much money it is now. They were still spending that type of money back in the day. They just, nobody really knew about it. Back in Michael Jackson day, he had $600 million worth of catalog money.
MLK was pivoting. MLK got caught up to the con game. MLK was now preaching is rich versus poor, and the rich was not going to allow the poor to wake up and stop fighting among each other.
Right.
What exactly is Corey Holcomb preaching? What exactly is Corey Holcomb like disturbing that's gonna make the Matrix and the elite say, "Oh yeah, we need to"?
No, that's a fact. Really, the rest of the video, I don't think is anything important. He kind of got all of the clips out the way. He said some very questionable.
Yeah, he said some questionable things. But him comparing the Matrix coming after him, the government don't care about you if you're not getting mass people to question the government. If you're not getting mass people,
like an Andrew Tate.
Yeah, like Andrew.
You're not
Tate,
Andrew Tate, buddy.
Yeah, but like once you get on the level, the government's coming after you. Once you get on the level of trying to teach people how to run their finances and get out of the matrix, and how to teach people to get rich and etc., and actually how to do it, and creating movements to help people. Whenever you're at that level and you have a mass following to do that, then the government's like, oh, we gotta get them up out of here because they gonna, you know what I'm saying? So him comparing himself to these people is like just low key insane. Like, I guess
it's insulting to the people.
Yeah, it's insulting to MLK. It's insulting to Michael Jackson. It's insulting to these people that are actually talking about the government and putting their lives on the line. Like Charlie Kirk.
Well, people that were actually killed for just
that's what I'm saying, like
doing their job.
Like Charlie Kirk and etc. Like, these people, like, they're doing their job and being them, but they also know doing their job and being them is also putting their life on the line. Right. Like Andrew Tate, like, he may not say all of the best things in the world because he's definitely said some crazy stuff, but he's also he has tried to teach a lot of young men a lot of certain things. And him doing those things and him talking bad about the government as a person who has a lot of followers, right, is risky in this day and age. They could shut him up or put him in prison. They could do all these things, right? But he still chooses to talk about it, knowing the expense that could possibly happen. So him comparing himself to these people that have put their life on the line because of what they believe in is blasphemy towards them. And it's always got to be a brother. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just that comparison is absolutely insane to say. Because you're not. What happened to you is you were saying PDF file stuff, and people caught on to you saying these things, and they're like, "Hey man, you need to chill out in this day and age." Because, like he said, it's not like he was just saying them as in like a joke or something. You were saying complete scenarios of you being like, "Oh yeah, in Iceland, man, you know, you get what you want, you know, you know, the 13, like, you're not being like, yeah, man, in Iceland, man, yeah, like girls that are 13 are now legal. Like, that's crazy. You know, there's gonna be some people out there gonna be like, for real, if your age is on the clock, blah blah blah." Then that's a joke. That's a joke. Because he said he's not saying it from his perspective. He said, yeah, I know some people that probably go out there and make a joke about it. But you saying that you did it. That's the issue. and you saying that, oh yeah, I had some fun, or I had a good time. You saying that right after saying that they're legal at 13. Like, come on. Like, that's the issue.
If you were making jokes, you should stop being a comedian because you're going to get yourself arrested. Now, look, do I think he is a pedophile? Honestly, no. I think he's an old man that used to make these jokes back in the day and potentially got on air and just didn't realize how. I mean, if you didn't, you're either just clueless or you live under a box and everybody does social media for you, or you're just old and didn't care.
How old is this guy?
I don't know, but
Who's this guy? What's his name again?
Corey Holcomb, I think. Corey Holcomb. Yeah.
Holcomb.
But do I think he's a pedophile? No.
57 years old.
I think he's probably just an old man that was making these jokes and thinks that these jokes are fine, and thinks that now because these jokes are, or this conversation is very more sensitive now, he thinks, oh, the Matrix is trying to get me, when realistically he just said some crazy stuff and now everybody's realizing it. You say some crazy stuff online, bro, and like I'm pretty sure like at a certain point when we start getting like bigger on this YouTube stuff, there's probably gonna be some things where Demetrio tweeted this at 14 years old. I'm gonna be like,
I was 14.
I was 14. I don't remember what I probably said some racist stuff or like did some like jokes or some weird stuff, but
for sure. But like the biggest thing is like it's just I don't know. Like I think his point really stuck with me whenever he was just like, yeah, he's saying these scenarios like not like he's just making up the joke on the spot.
And he didn't say it was jokes either. He didn't.
That's what I'm saying. He never okay. That's what he said, right?
He didn't really.
He never addressed him being like, yeah, like I may be saying some crazy stuff, but they're all jokes. You know, I grew up in a different time, and he never said any of that. He was just like, yeah, nah, I'm not that. He never addressed the jokes because it's just like, it's like if I say, yeah, I didn't shot somebody and kill somebody or something like that, and then I'm like, I hate murderers, and they like, well, did you do it or not? I hate murderers.
No, that's a fact.
That's what it's like he's saying.
So, I hate murderers. Yeah, but you just said you killed somebody.
But you said I hate murderers.
So you hate yourself, or like?
I'm just telling you that I hate murderers. Like that doesn't.
You know what's funny? Actually, and we're gonna start watching some of those videos. Matter of fact, Gideon is starting to do catching pred videos, and you know what's one of the excuses that predators
Pred as
did?
an apex predator.
Oh yeah, no, apex predator. You know how best. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so he the apex predators normal excuse is, oh, so Gideon will ask him, what do you think a person that did this crime, what do you think their punishment should be? And they go, oh, I think you should kill them. I think this, I think that. Yet you're one of them. I'm just saying. That's what
I'm saying. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. And make sure that you're always stay blessed up, stay aligned with God, and we'll see you in the next one.
Cause I trust in you, you was there.